Hi, my name is Tom Lee. I'm an assistant professor in the politics department. I teach political science and international relations. Some of the classes I do is IR of East Asia, sports and politics, and our international relations sequence, and I've been here since 2015. I think my response was like many others on campus. I was somewhat expecting it because we were reading so much about how the COVID situation was getting worse, but it was surprising in the sense that it actually happened. You never think it will happen regardless of what the data tells you. There are quite a few struggles that arose during the semester when we converted to online. For one was a lot of the issues that arose we couldn't predict, such as spotty internet connections or students needing help immediately, but there's a huge time zone difference. So what I ended up doing was be on basically 24 hours a day. I work late in general until 3, 4 a.m., sometimes 5, and so I could catch students at those late times. But it was quite exhausting to kind of constantly be on to put out fires. But I think last semester we really had to hunker down, and we didn't really have a choice but to respond as needed. I do think we have the benefit of the spring semester to test out some methods. I wanted to make sure I could implement technology better, so I've been going to some of the workshops that ITS has hosted on how to use my tablet more effectively and how to maybe cut up my lectures to make them more digestible. So those are some of the things I've done. I've rethought my syllabi a bit. In the past, it was just thinking about, balance on readings and representation. Now it's that plus making sure it's digestible. So cutting down readings a bit, finding ways to engage with students with maybe running a message board so they could be engaged even if they're not at the live class, and kind of thinking of ways to work through the problem. My view is that millions of people get their education online every day, and they get great educations, and they could turn that education into very rewarding and fulfilling lives. So I don't think being online in itself is a problem. It's about how we use it. We didn't really think about going online and teaching because that wasn't the model, but now we are, and the college has provided resources for us to get training and to buy equipment. So I think now we just have to learn this technology in a liberal arts kind of way. So finding ways to use technology to maintain discussion sessions through Zoom or through message boards and still push students to think critically, not just as a problem, but from a humanistic kind of standpoint. I think universally everybody is really disappointed and sad that we can't meet in person. At the same time, I think many of us find this as an opportunity to improve our classes. My hope is that a lot of the tools or experimenting that we're doing in the last year, in the last couple months, and this upcoming semester will be carried over in the post-COVID-19 world where we could use technology more effectively in the classroom. And the nice thing about being at Pomona College is that all we do is talk about teaching. People aren't that interesting. We don't talk about many other things. So they're interesting, I'm sorry. But what we do is we talk about what are you doing for your class? How are you engaging with students in different time zones? How are you structuring your lecture? So we're constantly talking about the class. So I think we're going to come up with some pretty neat ideas.